Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. How are you, Saurabh?
I'm good, sir. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. So it's a pleasure to have you and to hear your stories and to hear your techniques on how you take pictures.
Yeah,
So shall we get started?
thank you. My pleasure.
Great. So shall we start with? Please tell us a little bit about your life journey as a photographer so far.
Yeah, you see, Saurabh, I started actual photography in 1977.
Okay.
So my first camera was Isole 2,
Okay.
so AHSI Isole 2. Then in 1980, I got my first SLR. At
Okay.
that time, it was a film SLR,
Right.
and it was a Pentax K1000. It was
Okay.
complete manual SLR.
Okay.
And as everyone does, I was going on shooting whatever I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, as you know, it was a film time, and we had not the privilege of seeing our pictures immediately.
Right. Right.
So we had to wait for 1 week or so to
Right.
complete the film because it was taking 36.
Right.
Uh, and then go for processing. At that time, black and white only, no color was there.
Right. Right.
So I used to go to the studio, sit there uh, up to late in the night and get some printed and see and show to my friends. And mostly it was snapshots only.
Mm-hmm.
After taking 3, 4 years snapshots,
Mm.
I thought I should do something serious.
Okay.
Then I thought everyone is doing these things. So I was fascinated in bugs and all insects and butterflies like
Okay.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So I developed my taste for that, and I started with macro.
Okay.
At
Mm-hmm.
that time, macro lens was not available,
Mm-hmm.
so I purchased bellows,
Okay.
uh, and this macro rail was there, uh,
Mm.
and this K1000 came with a 50 normal lens only.
Okay.
So for that, I had to use the bellows. It was very cumbersome process. And at that time, as you know, there were no YouTube or any other channel, online channel to guide us. So I was my own guide. And there I was in Calcutta and I was in Rourkela, where I was posted. There are no people who can guide me in macro photography. When I asked them how to take a butterfly picture, they laughed at me. What is this? You want to take a butterfly? Because people were doing either portraiture or street photography or any other this stage photography, something like that. Nobody had, in fact, any idea about macro work. And in the magazines also, I didn't see much of it. Everybody was after landscape or portraiture. Portraiture was very common. Uh, so I developed on my own. So whatever I am today, I I am a self-made person, you
Okay.
can say.
Okay. Great. So you
So
did a lot of experiments, and that's how
yeah,
you.
that I wasted a lot of film.
Uh,
Uh, I wasted a lot of time,
mm.
but over the years, I learned the tricks.
Okay.
How to get a good. After the color came, I
Mm-hmm.
got I got my recognition,
Okay.
and my first big recognition was in 2004 when I
Okay.
got a silver medal
Okay.
by AHSI, of
Mm-hmm.
which the President of India is the patron.
Okay. Okay.
So that was a wonderful
Mm.
event for me,
Okay. Great.
and
Great.
it was very much. I was encouraged, and
Mm-hmm.
after that I took salons
Mm.
and I got participations. I went for international,
Mm.
and I got international.
Mm.
Uh, international competitions, prizes
Mm,
were coming. And after 2006 or 2007,
mm,
I used to, wherever I used to send my pictures, I used to get at least one appreciation letter or this certificate of merit, and it was very encouraging. As you
okay.
know,
Mm,
once your
mhm.
art is recognized, once your
Right,
effort is recognized,
right.
you get more enthusiasm to do the work.
Definitely, definitely.
But I was working in a bank, and
Okay.
I had no time.
Mm,
Only Sundays I was having the time.
mm, mm. Right,
So
right.
every Sunday without fail, I used to start at 5 o'clock,
Okay.
and I used to return at 3 o'clock or four
Mm,
o'clock, and I used to take. That is how it all started, and that is how it is going on.
great. So, so how do you now? When did you shift to digital photography?
Digital photography from the beginning. I my first camera was D40,
Okay, okay.
Nikon D40.
D40.
I
Okay.
don't know when it was released. As
Mm-hmm.
soon as maybe in early 2000s or something like that.
Right, right, right.
Uh,
Okay, great.
so I got that, and after that I purchased a macro lens.
Okay.
And after digital came,
Mm,
my photography picked up like anything.
mm, mm. Okay.
Because I could see what is wrong, going wrong, what is how I can improve. On the
Right,
field itself, I used to control myself
right, right.
and do it. It was a wonderful thing.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what kind of planning and preparation do you do before you go out for a shoot? So, do you have some species, some insects already in mind, or you go and discover and then you start shooting? So, how do you go about it?
That is a very great question to answer, because you see, unlike other things,
Mm,
it is my line of photography is completely unpredictable.
right, right.
I used to go with a blank mind,
Mm,
because I don't you don't know
right,
where what insect will get.
right, right.
So I was never expecting that I will get a very good picture, or
Mm,
I will come with a lot of pictures like that. I
okay,
went to it with a blank head.
okay.
Uh,
Mm,
and when I got one or two pictures
mm,
in a day,
ah,
I was very much happy.
okay,
Uh, so like that, I have collected about 1,000 pictures in macro,
okay.
and I can say that I am having a very large collection of this
Yes,
all macro. And
absolutely.
then after 2010, I started birding also.
Mm-hmm. Mm,
Now I am doing street photography also,
okay.
birding, and seeing people like you, encouragement from you, people like you. Uh, Street photography, this, but landscape I have never tried.
Okay, okay,
So I have done street photography. I have got some pictures accepted internationally. Uh,
okay, okay,
I did some tribal portraiture also, for
okay,
which,
okay,
I got international recognition also. Yeah,
okay.
I have posted some of them in Facebook also. There was
Right,
very
right, right.
lot of people liked my pictures, and birding also I am doing. That's the thing. That's how everything is going on as of now. But still, my primary thing is primary photographic interest is macro.
Macro photography. Okay. And what are the equipments that one requires for doing macro photography? So if one wants to begin macro photography, what is the minimum equipment that you would require?
Yeah, because when I started, there were no
Hmm.
equipment was not freely available. But
Right.
nowadays, one can go to the store and pick up an equipment.
Hmm.
So for if somebody is genuinely interested in macro photography, I will always suggest to purchase a macro lens,
Okay. Okay.
because nothing beats a macro lens.
Okay.
Of course, with other normal lens, with a 50 lens, you have got attachments. You can do macro photography, but
Right.
that will be stopgap only, or for beginning
Okay.
only. But
Uh-huh.
if you want serious photography,
Yeah.
I always suggest a macro lens, because so many manufacturers are coming with macro lenses now, and they are freely available.
Okay. Great. So now we'll see some of your pictures, and in between I'll keep asking you some questions. So I'm really eager to hear your stories on how you took those
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah,
Okay.
sure, sure, sure.
So great.
I'll be
So
very happy to share my experience.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir. We'll start with this picture.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is a very difficult picture. Uh, almost all my pictures are taken in and around Hyderabad only.
Okay.
So I had a friend who was working in CCMB.
Okay.
Uh, he had a plot in Samshabad.
Okay. Hmm.
So it was a gated community plot. So we used to go there.
Mm-hmm.
It is about in 5 acres or something.
Hmm.
It was very free. We were
Okay.
only two people who were going,
Okay.
two, three people. One, my friend, Mr. Prasad from Canfin Homes, he was there. And the person whom I'm talking is a research fellow in CCMB. So we used to go there, and I saw a lot of these are damselflies mating. So this is taken with a 90 macro. So I had to crawl about 10 feet, because they will, as soon as they see some movement very near, they will fly away. So I was very much cautious, and after shooting about 30 or 40 shots, I got a good shot. Hello.
Yeah. So you took 40 shots, 30 or 40 shots, and you got this one as perfect.
Yes, no, no. I got two, three pictures, but one
Hmm.
of the pictures is this, because
Hmm.
I wanted, there was a lot of cluster in backside.
Hmm.
So I was crawling here and there to go get a nice bouquet. Bouquet-like thing means without background disturbance. You'll find most of my pictures are taken like that.
Right.
Had I gone a bit right,
Ah.
there were trees
Ah.
very near to that, and I would have got a clutter.
Right. Right.
So that
Beautiful.
is the thing. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This I have taken in Rajamundry.
Okay.
One day when I was going to station to
Mm-hmm.
receive someone,
Ah.
I saw that near my house, I saw that water was coming from the drop by drop, water was coming from a roadside tap.
Okay.
And there were so many honeybees, they were
Ah.
collecting water.
Okay.
So immediately I rushed back to my house
Hmm.
and took my camera. This is taken with the D40. This
Okay.
is one of my earlier these things, photographs.
Okay.
This I have taken several photographs,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to see the drop falling down. So that is the beauty of the picture.
Right.
As you
Right.
can see,
Yeah.
you can also see the beach reflection in the drop. So I thought it is a wonderful picture. So I have taken so many pictures after that. Everywhere I used to see two, three bees. This is the only picture where I got with one bee.
So did you get bitten by the bees by any chance?
No, no, no. I am always careful about that, because I had a bad experience
Okay.
myself. I'll tell you after some time.
Okay. Okay.
So I keep myself always in safe distance.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, what happened prior to this, we are taking this beehive.
Hmm.
I wanted to take the beehive very close,
Hmm.
and suddenly somebody threw a stone
Oh my
from
God.
backside,
Hmm.
and it was a horrible experience because the bees were all around,
Hmm.
and I had to lie down and cover my face to the ground,
Oh my God.
and I stayed there for about 1 hour. After the bees went away, I came back to my house, but there were some I was bitten in the neck. So that was a horrible experience. That is why I am very much careful with these insects. So that is the story behind this.
Great. This is such a lovely picture. You so many water droplets, and this is a
Yeah,
big one, and you can see the reflection there.
yeah.
Beautiful. So,
Thi-
what lens did you use for this one?
So this is a 90 macro,
Okay, so that
and
is your favorite lens. Mm.
yeah, 90 macro was, and this is a adaptable lens which I
Mm.
have been using for the past 2 decades.
Okay, okay,
This is a
great.
adaptable manual focus lens.
Okay.
This is a wonderful lens
Mm-hmm.
in the market. Even today, it is highly regarded
Mm.
as a macro lens.
Right.
And the beauty came because of a tripod.
Okay.
Because I was using tripod,
Yeah.
the picture was the camera was in a rock solid state.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
that is why you can find everything else is in sharp focus.
Mm. Mm.
Of course,
Okay.
most of my pictures are taken with tripod only. I never shoot handhold.
Okay, you shoot with a tripod. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And do you also use any external source of light?
No, this is natural light only. Because it was on the roadside,
Uh,
there was ample of light falling from behind.
okay. Okay.
You
So,
from backside you can see the wall.
right, right.
That wall was recently painted,
Hmm.
and it was reflecting very well.
Okay. Okay.
So I got a very good background.
Very nice.
Yeah, this picture I have got cash prize of this Telangana Biodiversity.
Okay. Hmm.
Huh.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this was also taken in maybe Shamshabad,
Mm-hmm.
and this activity was taking place in the early morning.
Mm.
Huh. When we are going inside, I saw the bug only. I didn't see the eggs.
Mm. Okay.
So so I wanted to take the bug, and afterwards I noticed that there are these eggs are there, a
Uh,
cluster of eggs.
uh,
So I have taken a series of pictures. When
okay.
it was very close, it
Mm.
was just flat.
Mm.
So it was not a good picture.
Uh,
After some time after laying the egg, it went a bit forward
okay.
so that the cross section is seen. So when
Mm-hmm.
you see the cross section of the insect,
Uh,
it looks great. That's why I have taken this.
okay. And what lens did you use here?
Yeah, 90 macro.
Okay. So that's the only lens that you use most of the times,
No,
is
no,
it?
no, no, no. I have used 55 micro Nikkor. I have
Okay.
used 105 micro Nikkor.
Okay.
I have used 90 Tamron,
Okay.
and the most favorite lens is 180 Tamron.
180. Okay.
180 180
Okay.
3.5, which has
Okay.
given me some wonderful pictures.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
This is taken with 180 macro
Okay.
because
Okay.
honeybees are very, very fast and very,
Hmm.
you cannot take very close pictures, no?
Okay.
So that
Hmm.
is why 180 was very, very useful.
Hmm.
And you can see the background is so much diffused.
Right.
In
Right.
90 you will not get so diffused a background.
Mm-hmm.
So this picture sharpness and the background blur
Mm-hmm.
add to the beauty of the picture.
Right. Beautiful. So where all have you gone to take these pictures? So,
So this is taken in Zoo Park.
okay.
Zoo
Okay.
Park, there is a butterfly enclosure is there.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a very good place for doing a macro work,
Okay.
because there are very few people go there.
Mm.
Whosoever comes to zoo, they are after animals,
Right.
and very few people know that there is a butterfly park. And
Right.
since when I used to enter to the park, I used to go straight to the butterfly park. And the person who was manning there, the Mali, he was so acquainted that he used to say Namaste, sir, and he used to open the door. We used to go inside, and I was the only person, and I was free to do, free to take pictures. That's all.
Okay. So what is the best time for doing macro photography?
Macro photography, there is no best time. Any time you can do it.
Okay.
From morning to evening, if you can control the light,
Okay.
anytime, because you see in macro photography there are two culprits.
Mm.
One is the wind, and one is the light. Because wind spoils the picture, because you are taking at higher magnification, and the slightest disturbance in the picture or slightest movement of the picture, it will spoil the picture. So you have to see that. And lighting, as you know, you can nowadays so many artificial lights are available. You can take it. So that is the thing.
Okay.
But
So, mm,
the best thing, so far as my knowledge goes, the best thing is early morning 2 hours
mm,
and late evening 2 hours.
okay. Okay.
If you are taking a colorful object,
Mm,
then they will be washed out in between. If you are taking high sun,
okay.
unless you know how to control it, of course,
Mm,
now I have mastered the art to
okay.
control the light. But
Ah,
for beginner, I will not advise that. So this is taken very early in the morning. You
okay.
see, all the details are have come. Details
Right.
of yes. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. This picture has won me several awards.
Ah,
Uh, Actually, I started when the bug was laying two only with two eggs.
okay.
I started the picture when the bug was taking two. So
Mm,
this was in taken in Harini Park, that is near that Chilkur.
okay.
Chilkur.
Mm,
Actually, myself and my friend Mr. KV Rao,
mm,
who is an ARPS,
mm,
we went there while we coming from Chilkur. So they told that you cannot enter inside.
mm,
So there was one argument was going on, and their director had come. So suddenly I saw this. This is taken with 180 macro,
okay.
camera, Tamron 180. You can see the bouquet.
Mm, beautiful.
So pleasant bouquet. Only in 180 macro this is possible.
Okay. Any
So
external light you have used here, sir?
no. This is all natural light only. No external light. No external light.
Yeah. Sorry, you were saying something, sir.
Yeah, actually, when I saw this, I sleep to get a eye view of the, because I want to take at the level of the insect, because this was very low. I was lying down and taking. The director of the park, he was seeing, and he asked me what you are taking. So I showed him the picture. He was so impressed that it's a wonderful picture you have taken. We have not seen, and he wanted to see where this is, where this insect is. So everybody, I was showing him the picture, but they were not able to see the picture. The insect is very small. Of course, it is a magnified, and you can see such a big insect. but it is magnified about 200 times. So that was a wonderful experience for me and my friends also. They were also taken aback. And the director informed that wherever you want to go, you come freely, you take the photographs and go. That was
Great.
the biggest encouragement I got.
Ah,
That is
great,
it.
great,
Yeah.
great. Beautiful.
Yeah, this is taken in Pasumamala.
Okay.
These are cannibals. They
Uh-huh.
eat their own species.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so it suddenly I was taking some other insect,
Mm.
and suddenly I found some sound.
Okay.
When I turned around, I saw that this dragonfly has caught hold of another dragonfly.
Okay.
I knew that it is going to eat, and
Okay.
I have taken the total series.
Okay.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so it starts from the head.
Mm-hmm.
It will kill the insect and eat from the head,
My God.
and it will eat the body, and it will throw away the wings and lower part.
Okay.
So
So,
it is
mm, yeah.
it is taken with 180 mm.
Okay. So, do you also spend time studying about insects, or do you just learn by going in the field?
No, studying insect is necessary.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, but it helps you
Mm-hmm.
to know about the insect behavior.
Right.
Whether one insect, because I didn't know. I'll tell you that mantis.
Mm.
We see that mantis is a small thing,
Right.
but do you know it attacks? I didn't know. I didn't know, and many people also don't know that the
Mm.
mantis attacks
Mm-hmm.
people. Ah,
Okay.
so likewise, there are other things which also attack.
Mm-hmm.
We think that the snakes and other things are they attack, but mantis also attacks human beings, and
Mm-hmm.
some type of spiders are there. They are
Mm-hmm.
also venomous and they attack people. So that is why for those insects, you have to stay at a far off at a distance. You have to maintain a
Okay.
distance.
Okay.
If you give them respect, they will give you respect. If you
Okay.
don't give respect, then they will sting you.
Yeah.
So that is why learning about behavior also it helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, generally, how far do you go when taking pictures of insects like this?
No, there is no limit.
There is no limit. Yeah.
No limit. I have gone up to 30, 40 kilometers. Uh, I go to the fields generally
No,
because
okay, no, sir. What I'm saying is how close to the subject do you go for taking pictures?
no, that depends on the subject. Because you
Okay.
see, when the bug is doing some activity,
Yeah.
it will be busy with that activity, and you can go
Okay.
closer.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose that bug is laying eggs, so
Mm.
its main interest will be on laying eggs, and
Okay.
it will not get disturbed if you
It will
go,
not get disturbed.
yeah,
Okay.
near. But in this case, this dragonfly, if you
Ah.
go near, it will fly away.
Okay.
Even though it is doing some work,
Ah.
it will be because the eyes are cluster eyes. It
Ah.
sees
Mm.
almost 180 degrees,
Okay. Okay.
and it will think that you are coming for taking out its food.
Ah.
That
Okay.
is why it will fly away. That is why it depends on the subject.
Mm.
Sorry. So
So, do you, okay.
whether you can take clothes or whether you have to maintain distance like that. Likewise, butterflies also. Some
Ah.
butterflies, they when a butterfly is taking nectar,
Mm.
yes, this is a thing. This is a very slow moving. This is a blister beetle.
Okay.
Ah, so this is very slow moving. And I had all the time to go to different places because the
Okay.
background you see this is a paddy field.
Ah,
So
okay.
this was taken in July or August after rains. Just
Mm-hmm.
after rains, the
Mm.
background was very green.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the gradation in the background
Right. Beautiful.
because sorry, because the top was the trees,
Ah,
distance trees, that is black, and middle and lower, they are deep green and light green. So that adds to the beauty of the picture.
great. Beautiful. Very
Yeah,
nice.
thank you, thank you.
So, do you also prefer wearing camo t-shirt or anything is fine?
Yes, yes, yes. Camo T-shirt is very useful,
Okay.
very useful, and I wear a cap and I use a mask also.
Okay.
Mm. I have gloves also. I use gloves also
Mm-hmm.
because we don't know what is inside. Because when we are crawling,
Ah,
you don't know what is in the grass.
right.
Uh, you may be bitten with something
Mm-hmm.
because there are so many grass crawling, that is soil crawling insects are there
Right.
which may attack you,
Mm-hmm.
uh, like this centipedes and other things.
Mm.
For that, I take this, and I wear heavy shoes,
Okay.
gum boots,
Mm.
uh, because most of my work is done after monsoon,
Okay.
just after monsoon,
Mm.
when the field will be very muddy.
Okay. Okay.
So for that, waterproof these shoes. My Lotto shoes are very fine, and they have worked wonders for me because they give a very good grip. And most of the time, I take all my precautions. I have got anklets, hmm, so like
Okay.
that.
So,
And
okay.
most preferable for these things is full shirts,
Mm.
full sleeve shirts.
Ah,
All my camo shirts are full sleeves
okay.
because when I crawl,
Mm.
I can rest my elbow
Right.
uh, with my t-shirt,
Okay.
so it hurts less
Mm. Mm.
without any protection. If you rub on the
Ah.
soil,
Mm. Mm.
it will be very painful.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So you are saying that after monsoon is the best time for doing macro photography. That's when the insects are more active, is it?
Yes, yes. Insects, because the insect uh, 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 life becomes more. The
Okay.
insects are born just after the monsoon,
Okay. Okay.
so their number will be growing.
Mm.
At that time, they will be having a lot to eat.
Okay.
So that's why. So if the in summer also you can get, but
Ah.
their food will be limited.
Okay.
So they will be very agile. That is, they will not stay. But in after rains, if
Mm.
you go, there will be you will find new hatched species which are
Okay.
not very fast.
Okay.
Sorry. So you can take uh, because time cushion is there. That is,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is a beautiful picture.
Thank you. This picture is taken in probably Zoo Park or something.
Okay.
So, the I didn't see it at the first instant.
Okay.
I was shooting something. This is on a tree branch
Mm-hmm.
at about
Okay.
the height of about 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I was shooting something on the ground.
Okay.
One red ant was killing another red ant.
Okay.
So I was busy shooting that picture, and I saw that the ants were going up. So after taking that picture, I followed them where these people are going. Suddenly, I saw that this fellow is lifting this food. This is a pre-monsoon shoot. Huh? So they keep for rainy day. As we keep something for rainy day, they are also very particular to keep for something. And these are pre-monsoon. These ants are very active, and these ants are very aggressive. And if they sting, give you a bite, you'll get a burning, very high burning sensation. So be careful with this type of ants. They are the red ants, which
So,
make nest from these leaves. They'll nest. They will make on the high in the tree. They'll
mm,
make leaves. They will connect leaves with their saliva, and they will
okay,
make a nest.
okay, beautiful.
So
So, what was the light kind of? Is it natural light?
yes, yes, natural light. Light was falling from behind,
Okay,
as you
that's why
can see.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that is
beautiful.
why background has become black.
Yeah, yeah,
So
beautiful.
foreground, it was a tree
Mm,
trunk.
right, right.
So foreground, I was leaning on the tree.
Mm,
I have taken at about 30 degrees below,
okay.
which I never do.
Mm,
Generally, I don't take below picture.
right.
I take either straight 90 degrees or
Mm,
above.
mm,
But this was taken, as you can see from the picture.
mm,
This picture is taken from above,
mm,
a light slightly above, because in the front you can see whatever black thing you see, that is a
mm,
stem,
mm.
that is a branch of a tree. This is
Okay.
another branch of tree, they
Mm,
are going up.
mm,
And background was completely dark.
right, right. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So, guys, people who are watching us, so if you have any questions, you can just type in the comment, and sir will answer the question. So once we'll finish with the pictures, he will be happy to answer your question. So you can just type in the comments, and we'll talk about that. All right. So beautiful.
Yeah, this is a caterpillar. Huh. Everyone takes a caterpillar,
Yeah.
but I was waiting for this particular moment when the
Hmm.
caterpillar goes. It used to go uh, to the next leaf, and
Okay.
suddenly it could not catch the stem, and it was about to fall. Actually, after I took the picture, it fell down.
Okay. Mm.
So at that moment only I have taken the picture. This is also taken with 180 mm.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. So generally, you don't use flash in your pictures, is it? You,
No, no, I avoid. I avoid.
okay. Okay. So these
But
pictures.
there are some certain situations where you have to use flash. In this particular picture, the flash is used
Okay.
because
Okay.
it was deep below
Ah.
inside,
Okay.
and there was no light.
Hmm.
So I have used the ring flash.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of lighting equipment do you use for your pictures?
So I have got two lights. Well, Saurabh, there
Yeah.
are two types of lights.
Okay.
One is a direct ring light,
Okay.
ring light
Ah.
that gives that consists of a cluster of small bulbs. What
Mm-hmm.
they say, this is a ring light that gives
Mm.
a continuous lighting.
Continuous lighting. Okay.
So that is more useful for video,
Okay.
and that is less powerful,
Ah.
and it is very useful for very shiny objects,
Okay.
shiny subjects.
Ah. Okay.
Sorry, very shiny subjects.
Mm-hmm.
If you throw flash,
Ah.
then they will burn out.
Ah. Right. Right.
So, like, but I use also Godot's ring flash,
Okay.
and I use that for less shiny objects.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this picture is, one day I did not find any subject.
Okay.
So I was very much disappointed.
Hmm.
Today is gone waste.
Ah.
And while coming back,
Ah.
I saw that this will make a very good picture.
Hmm.
And you see the particular rib-like things that
Right.
hold the other plants.
Right.
Uh, so I like the shape of it,
Right.
and I thought I will take it. This is taken with the ring flash.
Very nice.
You can see the reflection of the light
Right.
uh,
Right.
in the front. This is
Right.
also 180 mm.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what kind of diffusers do you use for your flash? I mean, when you're using a Godox kind of a flash, so do you have any diffusers?
No, no, no.
Okay.
As I have told in my previous video, there I use a small two-cell flash,
Mhm.
Honeywell flash, which has got a built-in diffuser.
Okay. Okay.
So I use that when it is needed. That's all.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, this is
Beautiful.
all. Yeah, this type of pictures you can take very close,
Ah.
because the insects are in busy, and you cannot they will not get disturbed.
Okay. Okay.
This is taken with a 50 mm macro. The
Okay.
beauty of the picture there is that you will find a black fly on the head of one of the
Oh
subjects.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it here. Yeah. Yeah.
So that
Ah.
is that, and I like that. I have taken so many pictures of this.
Hmm. Hmm.
Sorry, but that black fly
Right.
added beauty to the picture. This has been
Right.
accepted in very so many international salons.
Hmm. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So how do you find this small insect? They must be really small. So how do you? So you must be having some really good eye for detail to scan through the plants.
Yeah. Naturally, if this is that comes through experience.
Mm,
Sorry. Once you are into it,
mm,
as you are a landscape photographer, you can say that yes, this location is good for this,
uh,
and you will be visualizing something in your mind, and
right.
what time it will be okay. But
Mm,
when you started, you will not be having that much of knowledge.
right. Right.
Through experience,
Right.
it comes about which insects you have to know the host plant.
Okay. Okay.
Every insect has got some host plant.
Mm-hmm.
That on that plant only you will find those insects.
Okay. Okay.
So it is unlike you will not find some insect in
Mm,
every plant. There are some
okay.
plants where you will get that. Just like you see in
Mm,
on tulsi flower, tulsi
ah.
tree, you won't find
Ah.
any insect.
Okay.
Tulsi
Mm,
flower is repulsive to any insect. So
okay.
if
Okay.
you go on searching a insect for tulsi
Ah.
flower,
Mm,
tulsi tree, it
ah.
is useless. So
Okay.
through experience only, and
Ah.
through knowledge,
Ah.
you have to enhance what is the host plant. What is the
Okay.
host plant? What is the
Mm,
time? And so much of information is available nowadays in
ah.
internet. And the
Ah.
best thing is experience. As you go on shooting, you will
Mm,
know that yes, this is the plant that I may find
ah.
this insect like that.
Okay. So, do you recommend any book or any source of information to learn who wants to get started with macro photography?
No, but you see, there are so many authors.
Mm.
Nowadays, I find in YouTube that
Mm.
one who is purchasing a macro lens, he is putting a video
Ah,
that you can do this, you can do that. Somebody, I was laughing that somebody has taken a flower photograph and he has made a video of 10 minutes.
ah.
So there is a lot of knowledge available from YouTube nowadays, and
Okay.
as you go on searching, you will
Mm.
find now. But that was not the case when we started. No,
Right,
it
right,
was completely different.
right, right.
And
Wow.
if you can, yeah, this is also another. This is also taken with the 50 mm.
Okay,
So this insect was very ferocious. This is a very
okay.
small insect, but
Huh.
I was moving nearer to the, because it was guarding the eggs.
Hmm. Hmm.
When I was going nearer, it was coming
Huh.
nearer to me. It was
Okay.
opening its wings, and it was
Huh.
threatening me. So
Okay, okay.
it was a very good experience for me. Uh, I was very frightened. Why?
Huh.
This is a small insect. This is just like this. You can see a mosquito. This was
Hmm.
a bit bigger than the mosquito, but
Okay.
you can see the proboscis is very long.
Right,
It
right.
has got a very, maybe
Hmm.
it is useful for stinging or something like that.
Right, right,
These eggs are very small. The eggs
right.
are very small.
Hmm.
The maybe a small, a little bit bigger than the mustard or something like that.
Right.
So
So, how do you choose between the focal length? So, sometimes you use 180 millimeters, sometimes you use 90, sometimes you use 50. So, how do you choose which focal length to use in what situation?
yeah, you see, where everything depends on. I wanted to show some environment in
Mm-hmm.
this.
Ah,
If I had used this 180 mm,
ah,
so it would have cropped up the image like anything.
right.
So I wanted to show the leaf and the
Okay.
side of the leaf.
Mm-hmm.
That I liked it. So that is why I have taken this 50 mm.
Great.
So as I told you, as per experience
Ah,
only you will come to know what is what, and
right.
which, and sometimes it also becomes like this, that
Ah,
you don't have time to change a lens.
ah, mm,
Because supposing I was shooting actually a 50 mm, I was shooting some flowers.
ah,
I was shooting some flowers. As you have seen the previous one,
mm,
probably I shot that in 50 mm. That wrinkled thing. No, no, no. Yes, this one. This
okay.
one.
Ah,
That one.
right.
So that why when I saw that next again, I had no time
Mm,
to change the lens. So I have taken that, and
mm,
I got it correctly. I have taken it.
mm. Oh,
Had there been some discrepancy that I cannot get this, then I would have
ah,
changed to 180
change.
mm. And there was no necessity because this insect was not flying away.
Right.
It was guarding the things, and it was very stubborn. It was
Okay.
not leaving the eggs.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
So, okay. So, in street photography, there is a term called the decisive moment. So, do you have decisive moments in macro photography as well?
decisive moment means instantly
Ah,
you should have the knowledge
ah,
what to use and what to do and what not to do.
mm,
So that is the decisive moment for you.
okay.
Mainly what not to do. You should
Okay.
know what not to do with that.
Ah, okay.
So if you know that, you will get a wonderful picture.
Mm,
That is the thing. And you should have prior knowledge. Yeah,
ah,
this is taken with a 90 mm macro.
mm,
This is a wonderful thing. This is taken in very low light.
ah,
I have used the Godot's flash. You can
Okay.
see the reflection of the flash
Right. Right.
on the insect.
Okay.
But it was not a very shiny this thing like this scuttle-red bug.
Hmm.
So I used this 90 mm with this ring flash.
So, did you use it off the camera, or you had the flash on top of the camera?
No, this was a ring flash.
Okay, this was a ring flash. Okay.
Ring flash, yes.
Okay.
Because if you use off-camera flash,
Mm-hmm.
you you will find shadow to one side.
Right.
The beauty of the ring flash is it is shadowless.
Uh,
It will kill your shadows to the back, and no shadow is visible. You see,
hmm.
if you use a off-camera flash,
Right.
either you have to use left or right or top,
Right.
and your resultant shadow will be visible.
Hmm.
Here you cannot see the shadow. That is one.
Right. So, how much of post-processing do you do with these pictures?
No post-processing. I don't know much of this Photoshop or Lightroom.
Okay. Okay.
So only I do change a bit lighting. If it is a dark, I lighten it, or a very minor adjustment in this contrast.
Okay. Okay.
Very minor.
Mm-hmm.
As you see all my pictures, you are a seasoned man. You can see this is no much post-processing has been done.
Right. Right. I can see it, but I still wanted to ask you this question. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
hardly any post-processing done to
No,
this picture.
no,
Right.
no.
Right.
This is also very close-up of a toad.
Hmm.
This was when I was coming down one day. I found this on the road. On the roadside, it was
Okay.
going, and
Hmm.
I saw that it was
Okay.
very big, and
Ah.
its head was these details in the head. They were
Ah.
very beautiful. So I
Right.
took my 90 mm, and
Ah.
with close-up attachment, I have taken this. This is maybe 90 mm plus 10.
And
Yeah,
okay.
plus 10 close-up
Beautiful.
attachment. Yeah.
So,
Because
how close were you to this toad?
this maybe 1.5 inch or something.
Oh my God. So it didn't just jump away.
Yes, it jumped away after I took one or two snaps. It jumped away, but I was sure I was getting this thing. But it was anyway. I could catch it. No, it is a
Ah.
slow moving
Ah.
subject.
Mm.
You can catch it
Right.
and bring it again. So
Right.
it was taken on the street itself. So it
Mm-hmm.
was what I did actually. I left it, and after
Ah.
jumping for some 5 to 10 jumpings,
Ah.
it got exhausted, and it was at one place it sat. So
Okay.
at that point of time, I have taken. After
Okay.
taking 4 5 snaps, it went
Mm.
away. So
Okay.
generally I don't disturb my subjects.
Mm.
I take as they are. That's all.
Mm.
Yeah,
Great.
because habitat we should not
Mm.
disturb their
Right.
habitat.
Right.
This is also taken
Right.
in the field.
Mm.
No, that one. Yeah.
Ah.
This is a very common. You can get anywhere. But the only thing is that background was a little far, and
Mm.
my 180 mm gave me a very good bouquet. So
Right. Beautiful.
yeah, I got a very good clarity of my pictures, and the clarity mostly you see because of the use of the tripod.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because of that only.
Yeah. So all your pictures are some special moments. It's not a single picture I saw where it was just an insect. So there is
Yeah,
some special moments of mating or laying
yes.
some eggs. So how much time do you spend observing this insect, and then you are always lucky?
No, yes, lucky is definitely luck plays a vital role, but you have to go on searching. It is not that these are taken in 1 day or 2 days.
Ah,
These pictures have been taken in over the years.
ah, ah,
These are all whatever you have seen the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes
ah.
is the work of mine in maybe 5 years or 7 years.
Okay.
So every
Great.
time I go, there is no guarantee that you will get a good picture.
Mm, mm, right.
But luck is also there, and your effort, yeah, and the main thing is you should be at the right time at the right place.
Mm, mm,
That
right.
that that is the beauty of it, and luck plays
Right.
also
Mm,
a vital role. And
okay.
if you go on searching for it,
Mm,
there is a no dearth of subjects. You'll
ah,
find any subject because the macro subject is everywhere. Even
right. Right.
inside a house also, you can take a ant
Mm,
picture or a
mm, mm,
spider or
right.
anything.
Right.
Anything you can take inside.
Mm,
Inside also, sometimes it is available. So that is it.
right. Great. So thank you so much for giving us detailed info about the pictures. It was a great learning. So
Thank you.
now, yeah, thank you, sir. So now I'm just going to take a few questions. So there are some people who have asked a few questions. I'm going to, yeah, okay. So, okay, what is the use of camo t-shirt? So when many insects don't see the visible color range that is visible to human eyes. So just is asking this question.
No. Camo T-shirt means because I do not only insect photography, I
Ah,
do bird photography
birds.
also.
Okay, okay. Mm,
It works for all the purpose, not only for this
mm.
macro work. I am wearing
Right,
the camo T-shirt.
right,
That is why particularly I expected somebody will put this question. That is why I have put on my shirt, because
ah,
I expected, and somebody is wise
right,
enough to ask this question. In
right.
what way insect photography is camo
Mm,
related to,
mm,
and incidentally, this has become as the first question.
ah,
Actually, now previously I was not using this camo T-shirt when I was
mm,
using only macro.
right.
Only macro. It is the dress should be very shabby.
Mm,
Uh, it should be used for 3 4 days. It will be
ah,
stinking
mm,
with all your that sweat, all
mm,
the bad smell coming your from your shirt, because
ah,
insects love that type of smell. If you go
okay.
if you go to an insect, you can test it.
Ah,
If you go near in an insect with a very costly scent on your
ah,
uh, dress, they will fly away.
ah, okay. Mm,
You wear a shirt which has got a stinking smell,
ah,
they will not fly away, because
they
they
will
think
come close to you.
they will not at least fly away, because they love,
Okay.
because
Mm,
everything has got a
mm,
love for that. Because this
right, right,
blister beetle, and there are
mhm,
some dung beetle,
right.
they like this dung smell.
Mm,
And if
mm,
you go to them with a very costly
mm,
spray on
ah,
you, they will naturally go away. So that is why I was using that. And now, because I am using this, because I am going for birding and other things.
mm,
So
okay,
yeah.
okay. Great. So, yeah, Balchandra sir is asking, how do you manage to get depth of field in macro?
Yeah, depth of field means it depends on what type of subject you are taking.
Uh-huh.
I ha- I think I have taken at 5.6 to 8.
Okay.
That is sufficient
Okay.
because you are working very close,
Uh,
and your lens should be perpendicular to the subject. That is the basic thing. For getting a depth of field, your lens axis should be
mm,
perpendicular to the
right.
subject. Then you will get.
Mm, right. Okay. So KVJRK sir is asking, using Nikon gear for many years, you have shifted to Pentax gear. So can you please share your experience in terms of picture qualities between the gears in particular to macro photography?
Yes, actually, I was using Nikon up to 2013, and 2013, after 2013, I shifted to Pentax. The main reason is Pentax macro lenses and bodies have got weather sealing.
Okay.
So, because I was doing macro photography,
Mm,
in in a slight drizzle, you can take it safely without any fear
mm,
of getting your gear damaged. That was the
mm,
basic reason for why I shifted to Pentax. And another
okay.
thing is the Pentax picture quality. I liked it. I like the Pentax picture quality more than Nikon. Nikon quality is good, sharpness is good, but the picture quality of the picture, I find Pentax has got some bite, as you say. The bite in the picture is different in Pentax. So
Okay.
that is my personal preference. And as you have seen the pictures, you are the best judge.
Right. Okay. So Dr. Nitin is asking, what single macro lens do you suggest for Canon? You have been speaking of 130 millimeter in the talk. If you have to buy the first lens which is used for macro photography, which one would you suggest?
You see, in Canon, there are three, four types of lenses.
Mhm.
One is 100 lenses. They are in 100 they have got two type of lenses. One is L series lens, one is non-L series lens. They
Mhm.
have got one 180 3.5 lens. That is their best lens in Canon.
Okay.
And there is one MP 65.
Uh,
That, that
yes.
lens that lens is a
Amazing.
wonderful lens that takes
Uh,
more than 2:1 macro.
uh,
So it all
right.
depends on what type of photography you are doing. See, as per the the type of photography you are doing, if you are a
Mm,
general shooter of macro photography, I will suggest 100 mml.
100.
L series gives better quality than non-L. I
Right.
think.
Right.
I'm not a Canon user, but L series, they are famous for their picture quality, I am told.
Right. Right.
And
And
if you can invest, 180 is the best.
great. So Prakash sir is asking, typically how much time do you spend per session?
Oh, there is no time limit.
Uh,
if if I don't get a subject,
uh,
I may stay up to 4 o'clock, five
okay.
o'clock. Whole
Okay.
day, whole day I get. I'll be running after things to
Mm,
get a picture
mm,
because I have spent so many days. Actually, one should not be disappointed
mm,
because insects, it is unpredictable.
mm,
You may get, may not get. It is not like this landscape
uh,
that if I go here, I will get the temple
uh,
definitely.
uh,
But here, definite question is not there. You
mm,
will
mm,
not get anything definitely.
uh,
I cannot say that
uh,
definitely I will show you an insect because it is unpredictable because
mm,
they are flying away, they are
mm,
moving.
Mm.
If you are lucky, you may get 2, 3, 4 shots. If you are unlucky, you may not get. So the macro photographer, the best advice I will give to a macro photography
Ah. Mm.
photographer: don't get disappointed if you are not getting any picture.
Okay.
If you are getting it,
So
is okay.
okay. So on an average, if you can roughly say how much time you go for per session, so that will be helpful, sir.
Yeah, I start at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Up to 10 o'clock, I do macro work.
Okay. Okay.
Because beyond 10, the light becomes harsh.
Ah, right.
And in harsh light, I told you that
Right.
the some insects may not look good.
Right.
Brighter insects you cannot take.
Right.
And in the afternoon, you can take 4 to 6 or something like that.
Mm.
And evening light will give some beauty to some pictures,
Mm.
some insects, because light will be a bit reddish in the
Right.
evening.
Right.
So
Right. Great. So great. So it was very nice talking to you, sir. Thank you so much for being kind enough to answer my question. I'm really grateful to you for spending your time and all the knowledge this is. So
thank you very much. Hope I have satisfied all the viewers with whatever knowledge I know. So I am open to all discussions, all enquiries, everything. You may call me, you may ask me any question, any doubt at any point of time. Thank you.
I have left sir's coordinates, the Facebook and Instagram profile on the YouTube description. So if you want to get in touch with sir, you can always get in touch with him. You can follow him. He is very inspirational and very experienced photographer. So any kind of help you need from him, he'll be very happy to help you. And he has always been helping me whenever I need. So I remember I bought my first extension tube from you long time back.
Yes, thank you for remembering. Yeah,
I still use it.
yes.
So it was
That is
really.
my point of time when I was leaving Nikon.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
at the time
So,
of leaving Nikon, I disposed of all my
mhm,
Nikon equipment. Yes.
okay. So, okay, sir, we'll take one last question. What is a single mistake that you made and you regret? Is there anything like that?
Single mistake. There are so many mistakes we do.
Mm,
Uh, I cannot recollect
mm,
at the moment any
right,
mistake.
right.
Actually, one day, the only mistake I can tell you that one day I went out.
Mm,
I thought that the macro lens was there,
ah,
but it was the 300 that is 150 to 450 lens in my
mm,
pack.
okay,
Because it was heavy, I thought all the lenses
ah,
are there.
okay,
I got a very good subject.
ah,
And when I opened my bag, I found that there is no macro lens. So that was the mistake that day,
mm,
that I make it a point before I leave my house,
mm,
I check everything again and again. And I
okay,
will advise others also
mm,
that thing. And another thing is that another big mistake that I did, that I went for wildlife photography once, and when I opened, the shutter was not clicking. The battery was down.
okay,
So I had two batteries fully charged,
mm,
but they were in my room. So that was the biggest mistake in my life. So I
okay,
lost so many pictures for that,
mm,
for the battery.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Thanks.
So thank you so much for giving all this information. I'm really grateful to you. So you have a great evening, sir. Thank you so much again. So if you
Thank
want to say
you.
some, yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.